Welcome to another bright day in Empyrion Galactic Survival. We've just had the dawn chorus of the drone attack, and what I've been doing off camera, guys, is a little bit of work. I've built this landing pad for my small vessel for two reasons. One, I'm getting really fed up with these grasshopper insect type creatures creeping up on my base, and they're actually damaging my base. You can see we got loads of them over here. We've got one just outside the door here. They're becoming a real nuisance. So what I feel I'm going to have to do is create some kind of perimeter fence of blocks round or something just to keep them out, because they're becoming a real pain in the neck. You can see this one here is hanging around. There's also a bit of a spider problem, but I think what's actually happened is I've actually built this base out over a spider spawning point, because I can hear them but I can't see them. Now in this part I want to do two things. I want to do a bit of exploration, but before that I want to talk a little bit about a comment that somebody asked about why you can see inside of the base when technically it's enclosed, so it should be completely dark. I think this is a compromise that the developers have made, that during the day the inside of the base is lighter, even though technically there's no windows. But what I want to do is actually remedy that now. So what we're going to do is turn that on, and I think I want, this is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 windows. And the other thing I'm also going to talk about is using the texture tool to brighten the inside of your base, because unless you really want to play the game at night, lights aren't as important as they used to be, simply because there's ways you can make the interior of the base look bright and airy. I mean, the rules are exactly the same as you do in your own home. I mean, where I live in the United Kingdom, one side of the house faces north, and if you're familiar with the United Kingdom, we live in the northern hemisphere, so the northern side of the house very rarely ever gets direct sunlight, especially during the winter, because the sun's low and on the horizon. Therefore all the rooms on that side of the house are all painted in fairly bright colours, and warm colours as well, because we live in quite a damp, miserable colour. Where the opposite side of the house, because it faces south, is always in quite bright sunlight, and it's the opposite. I mean, the house has cooler colours because that side of the house, especially in the summer, gets very hot. Anyway, enough about interior decorating, guys. What I'm going to do is construct we got the windows. Did I set up a tool to be built? Just want to check this before we... I thought... Oh no, I haven't actually... I unlocked the tool, but I didn't actually tell it to make it. Okay. And what I want to do is... Nope, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is come to here, and we're just going to retrieve some blocks on this side. Now the reason I'm creating a window on this side is that the drones come in from this direction, and I don't really want the windows on the exposed side of the base, and I think that will be it. So I'm just gonna, and it's gonna come up here. I think we can just go with the windows. I'm just gonna got I mean, I could go double height, but I think this would be quite adequate. And we've got 2 more, and the texture gun. Oh, the other thing I've also made is a tier 2 drill, because what I've been doing off camera, because I got quite low on resources, especially iron, what I did is I went out, and just to show you guys, I went over here, and you can see I've completely mined out all the copper and silicon here. We've still got 40% left of the iron. But before I went out on that drilling expedition, what I did is I built a tier 2 drill just to speed the process up. Now, just to use the example, I mean, grey is probably not the best colour, but to use in anything. One way to make the base look brighter is if you come here and you can just put, actually this to get brighter than that actually. Anything? That's the flooring. I think we'll just go back to this actually. And if I actually, yeah, the other thing, oh, nope, go this way. And over here, the color tool is unlocked by default. Now what you will get is problems like this when you build things, where you can't texture above. Now there is a way around that, where you texture the whole block. But I don't think I'll be able to do it in, oh well, I might be able to demonstrate it on this side here. No, I won't, because come in here and we go out here. You can see that these blocks, because I've got the turrets here, but what I might be able to do is just demonstrate it. I put this one here and we go to full block. Of course these turrets now get in the way, and what you can do is if you come in here, don't think that's not going to let me, and then if we come back in here, what you'll see is up in this corner now. Oh, that one's still not going to let me do it. I mean, we could take this down, but probably the best way to demonstrate it actually is if I come here and we come here. I'm actually pointing at the windows, so if you guys don't clear off, I'm going to have to come out there and do something. Now what I'll do is if I do this, like I say, I don't want to spend too long on this because this is not meant to be a video on building, but I just wanted to show you guys how you can make the inside of a base bright without using lights. I will put lights in eventually, but I think this just works. And I mean, technically this is not a decorating video either, so not sure why that's the way it is, but I must admit I do like the brick effect in this game. But then I live in the UK and bricks are, or I think the American term is brownstone. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Say here it's brick built houses. Oops, gone too far, but that's not a problem. I'll fix that on another turn. But if I just do this here, come out to here. I mean, eventually this base will get extended and taken apart for various reasons, but you can see here now that this base is now, we can see up here where I've done the sealing up there, come in, that is now, and that one's there. So what we could do is go out and come up to here, go into this one, turn that completely, oops, like that. See, that's gone really bright, but then if we now take this off, and I can now change that back the way it is, and the bit that is up there is now turned back to white, so we got a white effect over the top of there. And of course if you want it to go even brighter, we come here and you can make the ceiling even brighter, and you can see how bright the base can become just by using the textures. Just like that. And of course what we could do is just flip back to this one here and oh no, yep, we're on back to here, and that creates the visual effects. And of course we could do the same on the floor. So come here and maybe, of course we'll have the same problem here with texture in the floor. When oops a daisy, hit the wall. It wouldn't be me building if I didn't hit the wall at least once. And that's probably a pretty good example of how you can change the interior of the base, make it look really light and bright without actually using lights. What I will be doing is more in the future, guys, on base building, because eventually I will be expanding this base, trying to make it look a little bit better. And I think I've just had enough of these guys. Wow. Hey, that was a pretty heavy hit, but it's all good XP as well. Wow. I haven't got the jetpack on because I've just started the game. Alright, just gonna turn the large constructor off to save power. I might as well drop that off there. Might as well. Some of these drinks. Actually, let's pop one of those. And grab a couple of steaks to be going on with. Because we're just going to go exploring. Might as well. Let's get everything set up. Quick reload. And I think the other thing I want to do is just come in here. Oh no, I haven't got any. I think what I'm going to do is hook about 38 promethium from here. And I just want to check. Small vessel, I should have done this before. Supplies. We'll drop this in here just in case. We got 63 power cells. I think that should be more than enough for what I want to do now. And I'm just going to power up the thrusters, take off, and I'm just going to pull away. And what I want to do in this part is literally go west. So we're talking about going that way. Because what I want to do is open up this area, see how much we got. 0x there, 0x there, 0x there. I want to see how far this 0x comes down. And by going west, if I can find it. Yep. By going west, we'll be heading into the daylight all the time, so we should be able to get maximum exploration. And the other thing I also want to do is, if you look, oh great, it's raining. Is if you look in the just below, to the right, just below where it says hunt predators, you see I've actually got 8. I've already killed 8 out of 10. That was due to a few battles with spiders. So it seems that the Talon mission to kill predators doesn't insist on you doing that inside of Talon territory. You can quite happily do that mission anywhere. The objective is to kill. But see, there's a creature there. Let's have a look. What are you? You're an alien worm. Do you count as a predator? Yep. Good. There's also some copper there. For some reason I seem to be very short of copper. So I'm just going to come here, see what you've got for us. So you give us food, and I'm just going to go and grab that copper, guys. Oops, no. So I'm just going to grab that, and there's a little bit of some herbal leaves there as well. So just grab that. Jump back into the ship. I don't want to spend too much on that triviality, but I just wanted to check out what that worm was. If we see another one, maybe we can shoot him simply to get the Hunt Predators mission finished. Like a bit of marshy area here. Let's just have a quick look. Oh no, it's just a bit of marshy area. We'll just head for the mountains and up. Actually, I need to put the meat and the herbs into the fridge. Anyway guys, this is probably going to be a little bit boring, so what I'll be doing is I'll be flying. If nothing turns up, then I'll just chop the sections out of the videos. There's nothing on the radar at the moment. We're just going to keep flying this way. Right guys, I've got to the first marker and we're now entering another radiation area with radiated fog. But I'm not seeing anything on here to do with promethium. So we've got this radiated area here. I think what we're going to do is go up this way first. So we're going to just curve away from here. Get away from this horrible pew screen. I haven't yet got any night vision goggles. Right, we've got outside of the radiation area. It's almost like this is a desert area. Yeah, it is actually. Looks like there's another one of these worm creatures. So we've now just completed that mission, the Talon. Pest control, we've got 5,000 reputation. So we've now got 2,976. Pretty good. Whoops. I mean, we've got unholy temperate. We've unholy hiding for areas there. Torching the weed. I don't know what this is. The radiated zones are a source of power for the unholy. We'll help by stopping them by their spread by harvesting the contaminated wood from the unnatural plants that grow inside the zones. The IDA has received a faulty message which we can see the other side of the Xerox. The unknown messages were transmitted on the planet as a whole. Such a mission needs a reputation of friendly. Greetings, Paris, my dear friends. Let's try a Xerox one. Find location. So what is the location? Greetings from the Polaris Megacorp, my dear friend. We'd like someone that has grown to like some privacy. We as a company are the biggest advocates of privacy. We are afraid the Xerox Empire does not really value this like you and me do. Do you think you can shut down some of their drones just as a favour of the wildlife and Empyrion? So maybe we will get that for just killing a few drones. Well, let's see. Right, I'm just going to remove that. I think what we're going to do now is maybe come down this way and see what's to the south of us now. I'm just going to fly away, guys. I'll be back if anything happens. Right, I've got to this marker, guys, and there we got something to the east, which is pretty good because we need to go this way. So I think what we're going to do is fly back east a little bit now in this direction and see what that. So we found a crash Sentinel front end here. That's good. Can I go down? Let's just check this out actually. Just get over the top of it. There's no drones here. I'm just going to get up over, and actually we can land and just power off. Save a bit of fuel. I'm just going to jump out. Is there anything in here? Got potential. I'm not seeing that much in here, and like I said before, I don't really want to spend too much time investigating these until later on, if ever. And this one doesn't. I don't really see anything of great value here. I mean, I doubt very much if I'll be able to. Oh, it's going to let me retrieve the blocks. So we could grab that. So this one doesn't have a core on it, so we could. Actually, let's try something back here. Oh, no core present. So we're going to have to do it. Now there's a risk involved in this, in the sense that we can't open this, but if we destroy it, well, we'll take that. This gives us another charge. Yeah, I don't think there's that much here, so I'm just going to grab that. I don't really have the need. Whoops, better turn the thrusters back on. Don't think I really have the need for. That's a multi-charge. Wow, have I gone through all my multi-charges? Wow, I did not realise that. Let me just check supplies. Yeah, I've gone through all my multi-charges, so I've only got the one multi-charge left. Better put that there. That was a bit of a fail, guys. Right, actually I think what we're going to do is come back here and just clear off this edge here. I'm just going to fly back this way, back towards the east. We're still in daylight, so we can afford to do a little bit. I just want to find out the extent of the Xerax territory. It's almost like they're making up little patches of territory. Yep. I think if we go north a bit, just to clear that one missing area here. If we turn back a little bit towards that new, there's a drone there. It'll drop a bit of height down. Don't know if that's gonna help us with the Polaris mission. But we will get in here and loot. Let's get down here. It looks almost like this is just a patch with a power station in the centre. I think we'll go south now. And what do we get from? Oh. Didn't get much from that drone. Anyway guys, we're going to go off again and just fly around a bit, and I'll see if I find anything of any interest. It says we've got something to the north and we found an unknown artifact. I'm just going to be a bit careful. It says it's neutral, but looks like we found something here, guys. I'm just gonna. This looks like it's got anything in it. Yep, it's got. What somebody told me is that you can actually come in from above. What we're gonna do is just come up here, notch up here. And we've actually got. Oops. Haven't even used my pistol yet. I presume that is the core. They're actually going down. Yep. Oh, wrong weapon. Pick up debris. Wow. I think that's a new feature now they've introduced, where you can actually pick up debris if you're quick enough. Right, what have we got in here? We've certainly got, you know, steel blocks. I don't know if I can get a connection here. Cannot use logistics, you're not close enough. And right, let's just get this into the container controller. And hopefully nah, it's not going to do it, is it? What happened there? Did that go into the ship? Have a quick look. I'm going to have to put a... Well, we picked some up. I think I'm going to have to put a wireless connection on here. Large generator, that, but we're certainly not going to be able to pick that up, are we? A laser turret. That's 800 SUs. That's too big for my ship as well, so when we got a mini gun. I think, again, we're just going to have to leave some of this stuff behind. Which is annoying. I think we can take the Estrum. Just have to do it the slight long-winded way. Wow. I need more capacity on my ship, don't I? Okay. Okay, drop. Cargo box. What have you got here? Laser rifle, warp drive for a CV. Wow. This is be really good loot. Ah, no, don't do that. Taxid could certainly do with the Estrum. The upgrade kit. I think the Pentaxid can wait. Yeah. Wow. You get the feeling my ship is overloaded, guys. Okay, let's I don't really need those blocks. Okay, I'm in trouble. I think we're just going to drop these off a bit. That and lighten my ship a little bit. Turn the thrusters off. Turn the thrusters back on again. Connect. That's these Xeno blocks that are the problem. Go on, ship. Off the ground. No. Right, break the connection. Drop. Wow, these blocks are just way too heavy. Oh, how heavy are they? 400, 1.5 kilotons. Okay, we're just going to drop them. I can live without them, guys. Why is this not... Why does this ship still think it's so... I'm so heavy? Power thrusters off. Thrusters back on. Yeah, obviously I think the game gets a little bit confused when that's light. That's back. Yeah, I think what happens is so if we go, let's just play with the blocks a bit. Okay, F4. Connect. So we've got no hover ability. We've got to keep the thrusts on all the time. Wow, and this thing flies like a brick. Let me just get rid of that. Remove. There's Xerox territory there. And what I'm having to do, guys, is quite literally just keep my hands on the thrusters all the time. And this is going to be a little bit painful. I need a bigger ship, something with more thrust, more power, and the ability to carry stuff. It's almost like you're going to have to build a capital vessel for exploration. Either that or a pretty powerful hover vehicle. Right, guys, what I'm going to do now is slowly make my way back towards my base. Then we're just going to crawl back home. Last time I noticed some drones floating around here. Well, there were drones floating around here because they idiots keep attacking my base. Oh, hey. Yeah. What the? Destroyed 2 drones, yeah. Well, I didn't really get a chance because they came in really quick with a double attack. I presume I've got to destroy 2 drones using my ship or using me. That was a little bit of an unpleasant surprise. Get over here, guys. There we are. The bogeymen are hanging around a little bit. Let's jump into here. Turn on the power. I still quite like this ship for general pottering around. And it says that there's some drones over here. Might as well go and loot them. Okay, so we're getting a mass drone attack. And okay. Says there should be another one around here somewhere. There it is. That was a fairly good haul. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get back to the base. What I'm going to do is unload the small vessel. It's got a lot of inertia in it. And then I'm going to wait for that incoming drone attack and see if we can do that mission. So we're just going to power off here. And wow, that certainly damaged my base a little bit. Anyway, just come into here. Base constructor, certainly that can go in. That can go in there. This can go into storage. That's, oops, didn't mean to do that. What we're going to do is hook up my there. We're going to hook that up to the constructor. This can all go into here. Nope, don't want that. That can come back. That can go into there. This can go into the fridge. And then what we're going to do is just drop this. We got 2 sets of heavy armor, which is pretty good. Got that. Put the Xeno blocks. Actually, wish those spiders clear off. And we've got that. We've got 4 rockets. Well, I need to get in here to make some multi-charges. I'm just going to get into here. Now if I put the lights on, guys, you can see how bright it is in here now. And I'm going to power up this. And I'm just going to make... Well, that should be enough multi-charges. And come here. Pair. Yep. Those drones did quite a lot of damage. If I lose anything, oh yeah, I think I lost a bit off of here. Yeah, I lost a couple of blocks where I jumped out the ship and legged it. Showed cowardness in the face of the enemy. And what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to wait for the drone attack to come in. Well, wow, I need to get some food as well. And then we're going to test to see if that mission, and then that would be the end of the video. Wait. I got one. Oh, nearly fell off the top of the ship. Yeah, I got one there, guys. So that proves that that mission destroy drones I can do just by hanging around my base. Well, we're just going to go and loot these, and then that will definitely be the end of this video. I think I've gone overly long, to be honest. Getting plenty of resources. Yeah, I think that attack. Well, there's 3 of them. Or was this just left over? Yeah, I think that attack when I arrived was an event-driven one. it wasn't the normal base attack. So maybe that's something to remember if you set that mission up, that what will happen is when you return to your base you will get attacked by drones. Right guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Sorry everything got a little bit disjoint, but I think we all learned a few very valuable lessons with this about being overloaded. Certainly going to need to rethink a little bit about my exploration ship, and maybe I need to change what I'm going to be doing. I think we're going to have to go for a level 10 so that I can get a ship with more power and with some bigger thrusters and more capacity. But that's all for the future guys. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.